On this week's episode of Grab a Gear, here's what's coming up.
I'm Jared. I'm Dan. You're watching Grab a Gear. And on this week's episode, we decided to take the Dodge Dakota, the Buick Century pickup truck, and the non-existent Ford Ranger for Colin, who isn't here, again, out to the track, and we're going to be racing against each other. Trying not to necessarily destroy the vehicles, but whatever happened to the Century happened. I know. So, we're going to be heading out, having some fun. So get ready, you'll be excited. Let's see what happens.
All right, so here we go. First race with the Dakota versus the Buick pickup truck, and we're off. You can see that the Dakota is just massively... Oh, never mind. The Buick is just pulling away. You can definitely tell the weight reduction of the Buick just made it amazing.
Just let me just completely walk away from him in this race.
Yeah, the only spot that I found I had a really good traction was on the turns. I could really get into the turns pretty hard and gain on him, but then as soon as we hit a straightaway, like look at this right here, he just walks away from me. I tried to grab third gear here, couldn't, nothing. Second gear, back to second, and he was just pulling me the entire time. So we come up to this turn, I was like, okay, I got this, here we come, man, no, that was a fail. So here it is again, Dan's view.
Just walking away from him, just taking the lead, just can't even catch me on these.
Yeah.
It's not till I come up on these soft turns at all that he pulls a little bit of speed to catch up to me, especially right here, which is a little bit hard pack on this nice turn.
You can see I'm like, well, no. Nope, never mind. I wasn't right there. There I am. So you can see just how far in front he is. I mean, he is just blowing me out of the water on this. So what we actually sort of decided is if he gets too far ahead, we would end up stopping the race and doing it again. Thankfully, we actually ended up having some mechanical problems, but we did start the race over. But here I am trying to catch up to him, still trying. I'm hoping, maybe he rolls or hits a tree or goes through a fence. Pretty much anything so I could catch him. I think what it comes down to for me is I just have no traction in the rear end of this truck.
And you can just see me. I'm already all up to the finish line right now.
Yeah, there was no catching him. It was honestly just sort of pointless at this point. So we decided that after this lap, we actually got a couple flats. So we started over.
All right, so after doing our first little bit of a race, we come back and both of our cars had flat tires, and surprisingly, the same tire. So
Yep.
driver's side or passenger side front. So somewhere, I'm thinking on this area right here behind Matt, our camera guy, I think we came in right here, or it could have been out on the tight turn.
Yeah, it's just where that soft dirt and the hard bump is.
Yeah.
We're both just popped the beads on both of them, so.
Put them back on, ready to go again. Still waiting for Colin. We don't know if he'll show up. But so we're going to line up, and we're going to do it again. Let's get some more fun racing in.
Do it.
All right, let's go.
All right, so here we go with the second race. I get a good launch with that JB welded rear end, which I will be dropping another video for later on, just so you know. But here I am. I'm actually in the front. I got a good launch, or he let me go. I'm not sure which one. But I am actually doing good on this one. Coming up to the second turn, he's right behind me. He gave me a love tap there. Let's see. Yes, there I am. Blowing him away. That Buick stands no chance.
He's thinking that, but I'm really just on his bumper the entire time. Just kind of, anytime now, if you could let me by, that'd be great.
It was my defensive driving and lack of traction, so my rear end was all over the place. I thought right here I'd come in hard, and I did. I mean, I came in a little bit too hard, actually. You could see I spun out almost, avoided Dan, dropped it into second gear, had no traction at all.
And I'm just like, okay, here we go. NASCAR on the inside, and look at that, I'm ahead again.
Yeah, and he just flew past me. I'm thinking, okay, here it comes. I'm going to have to give him a little bit of a nudge. But here's another view of that pass. Amazing. I will say he did good. The pass was textbook. Look at this. Ready? Oh my goodness. Perfect pass on the inside. Unbelievable.
Didn't even stand a chance.
Yeah. But gave me a chance to maybe give him a couple love taps. So here we go. No, I didn't get him there either.
Not on that one, but I have some armor on the back just in case he does hit me. And boom, right there, he gets me. You can see, he just doesn't do anything. He just like slingshots me, shake and bake ahead. He doesn't know how to do it correctly.
Yeah, he just takes off. The Dakota is, I don't even know. It was a good truck for what we paid, but it was not a good truck at all. But you can see Dan really coming in hard here. Look at that rear tire, just bouncing off the ground even. I thought, okay, I'm going to hit him. Give him a tap. You can see his little bumper attachment hanging off there. And I thought, okay, I'm going to finish that bumper off. Coming in on him. Couldn't quite get him there. So I thought, okay, here's my chance on this turn. Here we go. Here we go. Coming in, coming in. I'm going to cut the turn. And I'm going to tag him. Yes, and I'm going to win.
He tagged me real good, but I recovered from it.
Yep. It actually hurt me more than it hurt him. So he takes off again in first. And I'm like, okay, at least I know I can hit him now. So I'm trying to catch him. Coming down along the fence line. Thinking, okay, on this turn coming up, I'm going to definitely have some room to get him here. Here I come, here I come.
Yeah, Jared could just pull in so much more speed on those sharp turns like that where I just have to slow down. But as soon as those straightaways, I just, whoop, there I go.
Once on the straight, I just had nothing. But look at this. See the gap? Now watch whenever I come up on this turn here. I mean, I just close the distance on him so quickly. I'm thinking, all right, here we go. Here we go. You can barely see it, but I gave him a good hit there. You'll see it here in just a second. Here it comes. Right here. Look at this hit. Beautiful. Yes. I may have went off the track there.
But it just propelled me even further.
Yep, he just took off again. I mean, no matter what, I couldn't catch him. I mean, that Buick, I'm telling you guys, you ever find a Buick Century, you buy it because it is amazing. It will never die unless it's gold. But here I am, still trying to catch him. I figure, okay, here we go. Probably one of the last laps. I'm thinking, okay, if I can just spin him out one good, solid time, I'll get him.
As you can see, he's like really closing on those turns right there on me.
Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, here it is. I'll cut this corner, cut it. I heard a pop, and what do you know? Another vehicle I drive broken down. So what ended up happening here was the sway bar linkage broke on both sides. Sway bar came up, punctured the tire, went into the wheel to where I couldn't even move it. Here's a picture, a video of what happened. You can see it, just the tire's crooked, not even spinning. Couldn't do anything. So our cameraman is like, oh man, I think you broke something. And I'm like, no way. What do you know? Something else broke on another vehicle I'm driving.
I saw him completely spin around, so I flip around, go see what the problem is.
Yeah.
And what do you know? We have some technical failure again.
I'm very glad that we turned off the volume here because there was a lot of words said that YouTube won't let me. But you can see it right there broken. So, yeah.
All right, well, as you can see, Colin is here now. And there's Dan. The Dodge is broken down. Not really, it's just got a flat tire. So now it's between Dan and Colin.
So here we go with the race between Colin and Dan. I'll be voicing Colin because, once again, he's not here. So Dan thought he had a good start, and he spun Colin out pretty good.
Yeah, I just let him have a little bit of a go, and I was like, hey, check that out.
Yeah, he just did that on purpose.
100%, I did.
Colin's thinking, that's all right, I'm going to get back in front. So Dan lets him back in front, and once again, Colin is just...
I just wanted to punish him for showing up late.
Right there, if you saw that big bounce... That was the push bar on the front of Colin, or on the front of Dan's car, got ripped off in the Ranger's wheel.
That was me doing a little bit of showboating there, unfortunately. Just no sportsmanship on my part at all.
So there's Colin trying to catch up. He really is trying his hardest.
And I'm just ripping away from him.
Yeah, there is no competition. That Buick just handed it to the Ranger. So you can see that at this point, Dan is caught back up. Literally, Colin is letting him pass. This is how bad it is.
Yeah, it's just kind of like...
Let him catch up. We obviously know you're the fastest.
here I am, like, I'm letting Colin catch up, just kind of playing with him now. I'm like, oh, all right, man, come on, let's kind of make this fun for me.
Yeah, and I'm waving at him. Come on, Colin, go. Stop driving so slow. And still, he's driving slow. Well, I don't know. I mean, I really don't. I don't know if it's the truck or if it was Colin. I'm going to go with it was Colin.
But I've literally caught back up to him once again.
Oh, this one right here is my favorite. Ready? It's an action shot. Ready? Action shot. Action shot. Yeah, amazing. So here we go. He let Colin get in front of him, or Dan lapped him. I don't honestly remember at this point. It was so bad.
Yeah, it was a pretty terrible race on this one. But we're letting Colin have some fun out there in front. I'm just kind of hunting him down, being Jaws. I smell blood in the water, just like slowly, like, hey, get out, get out.
And Colin was failing to get out. He couldn't do anything.
And
like,
what do you know? Wham!
Yeah.
Jaws got him.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one right there. You hit him pretty hard. But once again, you can see that Ranger just keeps going. I mean, just gets right back into the race as slow as it could. That's floored. So here it is, coming along the finish line, coming to the first turn, and Colin's still not.
You can see I'm just like kind of feathering, just playing, not even really going after it, trying to let him just kind of catch up. Like, hey, come on, man, let's race. This is fun, right?
Yeah, it wasn't fun for Colin. He just couldn't keep up at all. Ooh, here's another action shot. Action shot. Action shot. Amazing. Here we go. Dan showboat, and I'm like, come on, Colin, do something. Anything. Nothing. So this one right here, I'm like, here we go. And I'm thinking, Colin, do something, anything. And he says, okay, I'll do something. And
Check out my cool water splash.
Yeah. Let's see how deep it is. What do you know? I'm stuck. So here it is, the Ford Ranger. All you Ford Ranger fans out there saying, oh, my Ford Ranger can do it. My Ford Ranger can do that. My Ranger could pull it. My Ranger could go through that mud. But here you go. Your Ford Ranger couldn't go through the mud. It couldn't do it. I mean, I'm not talking a lot of smack because I drive a Ford, but I'm just saying, it's a Ford Ranger. And even at that, I think it's a 94 Ford Ranger.
But here you can see Colin not really wanting to get muddy, so this is about as muddy as he's ever going to get.
Yeah. And you'll see that I really wanted to pull him back onto the track so that way he doesn't get in the mud again. So I really give him a little bit of room as I pull him out. I'm thinking, I'm going to get you away from this water as much as I can. So I give him just a little bit of a go. I had no idea what gear he was in, but it was pretty fun.
We're like, hey, get way, way away from the water, just in case.
Or I put him back in line for the water. Shoot. Here's another view of Colin coming into the water. You'll be able to see it. Here he comes, and then...
Oh, no.
And stuck. There it is. And then you'll see him try to floor it. Yeah. Perfect. So there's the muffler off of the Dakota. It was slowly falling apart. And then as we walk over to the side, you'll see the front bumper. But anyways, thanks for watching Grab a Gear. We'll see you guys next week for all the fun that we're about to have. See you soon.